Hey there, everybody. So this is kind of weird, right? Um, I am recording this directly after the last Enter the Gungeon episode went live. Basically, I just decided why not record a little bit of Hearthstone right now. Uh, so I'm actually going to be playing in casual because, um, I made this deck when the Whispers of the Old Gods expansion dropped. I got two very good Warlock pulls. One was Cho'Gall here, but the other one was this, Renounce Darkness. And, I mean, you can read the card text for yourself. Basically, every single one of these cards, with the exception of the two loot orders, is a Warlock class card. So, the thing here, I mean, this is not remotely competitive at all. At least I don't think so. Maybe you disagree, but basically the whole thing here is you want to hit Renounce Darkness, pop it, and suddenly you're playing as a different class with random cards. It's very silly. I like it a lot, so we're going to play a couple games with it, and I'm going to record some of them. I don't know how many we'll play today, or how many I'll record today. And for that matter, I don't know when this is going to go up. It might go up right before or right after the Gungeon episode. Might go up the next day. Who knows? Everything is in flux, you know? And of course, I still have my beloved cat Onyx here with me. And hey, look what we hit right on our first draw. Excellent. Gonna mulligan these, although I guess it doesn't really matter too much, does it? Yes, buddy, I love you too. Alright, yeah, we will just be popping this as soon as possible. I mean, we could try to, like, draw some more cards, but half the fun of this deck is just letting the random number gods do what they may. We got Rogue, and we got SI7 Agent, Blade of Cthulhu, Thistle Tea, and Shady Dealer. Alright. And they are all discounted by 1 mana. Interesting stuff. I think we might just play Shady Dealer next turn unless we draw something better. Or we might just dagger up. Blade of Cthulhu is kind of unfortunate because we don't have Cthulhu in this deck. Although maybe I should put him in here. I seem to get these Cthulhu synergy cards all the time when I play this. Ah, Tomb Pillager.
Thank you.
Love this guy. And we get a coin when he dies. So. Hi, Onyx. Ah. Cat's rubbing his flank into my face. I don't care as much as I do for this. As I do with this as I do for Gungeon, because there's a lot less dexterity involved in Hearthstone. It's gonna hit me in the face. I'm assuming I'm just playing against a pretty standard Face Hunter deck, but I guess you never know. I will Loot Hoarder into SI7 again. And then smack him in the face with Tomb Pillager. On the next turn, unless we draw something better, we'll Thistle Tea and hope we get something good with that draw. Hi, Onyx. I wish you would say something so people don't think I'm just talking to myself over here. You're a quiet kitty lately. I think that's just because you're getting older. Doing a quick shot, which is going to kill both of these. Alright. Get Cold Blood for 0. Hey buddy, you can't step on the mouse pad, okay? Thistle Tea. And you can't chew on the cord to my microphone either, buddy. Here, sit over here. We got 3 copies of Shiv, one of which is discounted. We could play that. Although I don't see much a point. Whatever we do, this guy's just gonna die. So, accept our fate, and we'll hope things work out better next turn. Brand Bronzebeard. Oh goody. I normally don't have a big problem with any of the cards in Hearthstone. I generally trust that Blizzard know what they're doing. Cthulhu popping up and saying something half the time he gets buffed annoys the heck out of me, though. Okay. Do we Shady Dealer into Shadowpan Rider? I think we might. Good head crack. I don't think there's much of a point to it, though. And then we could Cold Blood, and Cold Blood is such a weird card. I think we just save that for next turn. We could pop literally anything and combo into it, because it's free. I never know what to do with Cold Blood.
Your magic shall not save.
Dang, the Spellbreaker was so zealous he silenced my Shadowpan Rider twice. Obviously, we take Brand. We could use all 3 of our Shivs to take out Spellbreaker, and I think I actually might, just because they'll all replace themselves in our hand. And if we get something better in the meantime, we can play that instead. Cutburst is pretty good. Another Shady Dealer. Yeah, okay, we'll just Shiv again. Ooh, Burgle. Actually, yeah, we'll play Burgle. I like this card. Just add yet another element of total silliness. We will not conceal yet, either. Blade of Cthulhu, even though we don't have Cthulhu in our deck, is still useful, because we can take out a minion with its battle cry. 8 mana is pretty steep for a 4/4, though. Obviously, the expectation is that you put it in the Cthulhu deck, so that doesn't matter, but... Assassin's Blade. Yeah, okay. Cold Blood. I guess we just drop these. Like, I'm trying to think of a way to do it optimally, and I don't know that there is one. Or at least there's not one that I'm seeing.
What you got there? What a deal? Shadow Strike. Almost out of time.
Do I conceal this turn or not? I think I do. Onyx, you having your paws directly on my arm makes me uncomfortable. Thank you. He's a good kitty, but he's a bit easily startled, and I don't enjoy the feeling of kitty needles in my hand. Arm. You know what I mean. Do we have lethal? We might. 7... 4 is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 for pet crack. Yeah, we have lethal.
Well played, Shadow Strike.
We don't really need the coin, but thank you anyway. And yeah, head crack. Nice. Alright. Well, our first match went pretty darn well. Let's play just one more, and then I'll call this video for the time being. Like I said, it's a pretty fun deck. Sometimes it works out like that, other times you just get rolled over by decks that are built more optimally, but it's fun. My only wish is that I had another Renounce Darkness to put in it, because you really do rely on hitting that card as soon as possible. Cho'Gall is just in there because I like him. Alright. My policy has been, if it's not Renounce Darkness, we just mulligan it. And hey, there we go. Normally my luck is not this good, but hey. I'll take better luck than normal on camera over much worse luck than normal on camera, which is what seems to happen to most YouTubers who record this game. Alright. We just coin into Renounce Darkness. And we're a mage now. Okay. We could drop both Fallen Hero and Cult Sorcerer next turn. Mind Blast. That's an interesting inclusion. I wonder if this person's new. I always kind of wonder that when I see the regular card back. They probably think I'm a total jerk for muting them, but I do that to everybody. But that's a pretty strong board that we've got. I wonder how he will deal with it. It's possible he has one of the Shadow Word cards. I forget which one. I never remember which one's... I think Pain is the one that takes out 3 or less. Silverback Patriarch. You know, I don't mean to condescend to anybody, but now I'm like, this guy must be new, right? I haven't seen this card played in a constructed deck in a very long time. Mind you, he played it at a pretty good opportunity. I think we just hero power and then run Cult Sorcerer into him. And then, I mean, this is kind of a dumb use of it, but we could Forbidden Flame into the Elven Archer. Yeah, why not? An interesting thing about the Cthulhu synergy cards, even if you don't have Cthulhu in your deck, any effect that checks for whether or not he's at a certain amount of health or attack will still fire if the hypothetical Cthulhu that doesn't exist has that much health or attack. It's interesting, and I'm not sure if it's intended, but I find it very beneficial. Alright. We're gonna Ice Lance and hope, basically just hope that Flame Waker hits him at least once. Didn't. So, goodbye, Cult Sorcerer. Kind of wasted that Ice Lance, I guess, but you can't really rely on getting multiple copies of that with Renounce Darkness. I think we're just gonna polymorph this. Nice. What is it, Onyx? Use. Body dotty kitty. Ow! What was that for, you goof? Didn't like the way I was rubbing him, I guess. He nipped me. And I mean, I'm fine. It was just unexpected. And I was gone back to sitting on my arm again. Shivved me in the face. Alright. Honestly, some of the stuff I've seen this card do, I'm pretty okay with that.
What you want?
Frostwolf Glow. I wonder if this guy is using the I forget what it's called, but like the basic only card priest deck from Icy Veins. He might be. Either because he's new or just as a challenge to himself.
You want it?
What do we got here? This is another thing that I don't know if is a bug or an intended feature. Whenever you cast something that lets you discover cards as a Renounced Warlock, it pulls from your original class. I'm happy to have Hellfire, though. I don't know if we'll get a chance to use it, really, but... Core Hound. We're gonna hit that with Polymorph. But not before dropping Dalaran Aspire. I think we got the lethal next turn, unless he heals himself a ton somehow. I'm trying to think of what he could use to do that. Flash heal would do it. Especially if he had 2 copies of it. The Shadow Word Pain, my Dalaran Aspire. Yeah, okay. Ooh, Anomalous. I'm gonna put this just because I've never seen the animation for it before. Yeah, cool. Alright. Well, thank you for tuning in to the first episode of what may or may not become an ongoing series. If you liked the video, do like the video if you're so inclined, and if you have any feedback for me or my cat, leave a comment. Again, only if you're so inclined. I'm PJ, you are yourself, and I will see you next time. And hey, if you found this video because you were looking for Hearthstone stuff, and you're new to the channel, welcome. Hope you stick around.